Alright my friends, so as you might already know, the drip marketing for version 3.6 has been delayed. So today we are going to talk about the cause of this, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, in case you don't know, the drip marketing has been delayed until the 3rd and 4th of August. So the first character is going to be drip marketed on the 3rd of August and the second one on the 4th of August, which means that the drip marketing has been delayed until next week, and that is going to be after the live stream, which means that most likely this drip marketing is going to be pointless because we are going to most likely see the characters during the live stream. If they are delaying this after the live stream, it means that they are going to show these characters during the live stream, and they feel like it would generate more hype during the live stream than basically just drip marketing them the usual way. And why did they do that? Well, in my opinion, since they didn't do it for any of the Crisis heirs, and when we reached the 4 last Crisis heirs who were unknown, we basically got Cerydra and Hysilens from them, and they didn't delay it for any of these two either, so it's most likely going to be because the two that are left are actually characters that we are familiar with, and these familiar characters are going to gain a new form. It's pretty clear at this point they would have not actually delayed it if it wasn't that. And we already know that one of them is going to be March 7th 100%. There is no way the one on the left is not March 7th. It's March 7th 100%. Now, since the Trailblazer already basically inherited one of the core flames and nothing happened, nothing changed pretty much about them, it's not going to be the Trailblazer who is the second one. It's going to be most likely Dan Hong, because Dan Hong is the only character that we have left on Amphoreus that didn't basically receive some sort of transformation, and therefore it's most likely going to be him. So basically, the two drip marketing that are going to happen are going to be most likely for March 7th new form and Dan Hong new form, and that is going to be spoiler for the story, and therefore they decided to not do it basically before the live stream. Apparently they want to show the characters during the live stream, so that is that. We will see how they are going to handle it. I hope that they don't basically show us everything about them, because usually they like to spoil the hell out of stuff, and that is basically killing the enjoyment of the story. So hopefully this time they don't basically spoil the hell out of these two characters. I hope that they just show us the characters as a drip marketing picture and nothing else. That would be everything that we need. We don't need to know how they transformed. We don't need to know anything about them yet. Please keep it for the story, do it during the story, and make it hype during the story. Don't give us information about anything about them during the live stream. For the love of God, please don't spoil anything about them during the live stream. Please, Honkai Star Rail, for once in your lifetime, don't spoil it. For the love of God, please. Either way, I think that we are up for some really hype stuff. Otherwise, they would have not actually delayed it. They are going to go all in on March 7th in Dan Hong, and it is very clear. You see, when Honkai Star Rail has a favorite child, it is never afraid to show it. They did it with Acheron, they did it with Phainon, they did it with basically every single character they cared about, and they don't give a damn. They did it with Sparkle as well. They did it with many characters. Whenever they are basically, they have a very favorite child between the characters that they have. They make everything about them scream. This is our favorite child. Their drip marketing, their animations, their character trailer, everything about them is going to scream, this is our favorite child. And I think that for now, their top 3 favorite children until now are basically Acheron, Sparkle, and Phainon. I think that these 3 are clearly high and above, higher than any of the other characters right now in basically Honkai Star Rail, and the developers gave them extraordinary basically stuff during their period. Yes, they might have some stuff that are basically better later on, but for their period, they received the absolute best stuff they could ever receive. And I think that we are about to enter another domain where we have another favorite character, and that is going to be March 7th, and Dan Hong as well, because if you don't know, Dan Hong actually won the most popular character in Honkai Star Rail in China. So that is going to definitely give basically the developers some information about who they should favorite. And then we have also Cyrene. So next version update, not 3.5 but 3.6 and 3.7 are going to be about 3 different favorite children for Honkai Star Rail, and therefore I am extremely hyped to see how they are going to handle these 3 characters. We saw from Acheron, we saw from Sparkle, we saw from Phainon that they are willing to go the extra mile for the characters that they favor. So we will see how they are going to go with these characters. Either way, this is my opinion about it. I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.
I gaze towards the distant future, where the sun shall etch the footprints of humanity. The children of humankind, known as the Chrysos As, shall pluck the gods' core flames, and once more uphold the world. The flame chase is a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.